Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Today, July 29th, 2024, they're reporting a 4.9 magnitude earthquake in Los Angeles with the epicenter in Barstow. Interesting numbers. Today is 37 days before the establishment anniversary of Los Angeles, which is September 4th. Same birthday as Beyonce, who did that song Angel. Los Angeles, the city of angels. But yes, 37 days before the birthday of the city, and in Gematria, Los Angeles equals 37. We've taken advantage of that one about a gazillion times in rigged sports games in LA. And then the 4.9 is interesting because September 4th, it can be written 4/9, the fourth day of the ninth month. 4/9, like a 4.9. The final book of the Bible is full of earthquakes, and it's about the war of good and evil, and you have the army of the angels of heaven. Again, Los Angeles is the city of angels. In Gematria, Revelation equals 49, okay? Do a lot of rituals with Philly and 49 in sports. Again, Revelations mentions the Church of Philadelphia. It's actually Revelation 3:7. But, yeah, about that Revelation piece. Today leaves 155 days left in the year. And in Gematria, Christianity equals 155. Remember, just like the name of the virus, like how Operation Warp Speed was on Mercuralia, the 15th day of the fifth month, 15/5. And remember, you had the Trump-Pence ticket, like the warning signs in Revelation are trumpets, and Holy Bible equals 45, like Mike Pence and Trump number 45, and the pandemic, exactly 666 days, a biblical number from Revelation. But 666 days after the Claydex simulation of May 15th, 2018, 2 years to the day of Trump declaring Operation Warp Speed. Again, as we were pointing out through the whole pandemic, they were using this code, using that book of Revelation like it's a playbook, and they're a football coach. Again, it might be too much for some people to wrap their mind around, but you pay attention day after day. There's these perfect rituals. And don't forget, Jesse Ventura, he said all those years ago, a lot of these earthquakes aren't natural. They're big bombs in the ground, and they're military experiments. Again, he was a governor of Minnesota, also a WWE wrestler, kind of like Donald Trump, a president, and someone who got in the ring at WrestleMania, hosted a lot of WWE events. Hulk Hogan at the GOP convention as he nominates J.D. Vance, the youngest VP nominee since Teddy Roosevelt, who was shot in Milwaukee, and you can just go on and on and on. And speaking of earthquakes that aren't earthquakes, how about the one on April 5th, 4/5 on Trump's golf course? Exactly 88 weeks after the first ever tournament professionally played at that golf course owned by Trump. Remember the Big East Coast earthquake of 4/5 on 45's golf course. Yeah, again, go back and see what we showed about that. How Green Jacket equals 45, Augusta equals 45, Scotty Scheffler was from the neighborhood. Scotty Scheffler equals 88. It was the 88th Masters days later. And again, the first pro tournament was 88 weeks before that earthquake on the nose. And it was won by a Swede, which is why we thought the young Swede in the Masters had a good narrative to finish runner-up or in third place. He finished runner-up. Good, you guys, the game is rigged. You can keep looking at us like we're crazy. We'll just keep looking back at you like you're just too stupid. You're too stupid to understand the game that's being played. Remember when I showed you about what they did in Turkey, where the Biblical Church of Philadelphia is? The massive earthquake. At the same time, the Grammys were closing up with the, I guess, transgender and homosexual LGBTQ, too many letters duo. You know, what were they doing? Like, what was the stage was like flames, and they were dressed up as like some kind of satanic minglings from hell. Again, you guys, the mockery is deep, but it's not an accident there was a massive earthquake in Turkey, Biblical Philadelphia. Again, Biblical Philadelphia gets the letter about the synagogue of Satan. Again, that's pretty much what rules over us. And they work by this code, mocking us every day. If you can wrap your mind around it, try to spread it. Things like this, though, aren't the best example to introduce to a new person. Earthquakes is not where to reach people, but for people who get it, for people who see me talk about Los Angeles and its September 4th birthday and Los Angeles in 37 a million times, Revelation in 49 a million times. Remember, I got 2 books out there. The first book I ever tried to write was actually based on Revelation in 49 and all these rituals throughout U.S. history. Revelation and the Birth of a Nation. I couldn't finish that book, though, because I learned too much while I was writing, and I just had to start the whole thing over with an even more broad perspective. But sometimes a broader perspective is more important. Revelation and the Birth of a Nation was true, but it was just too focused. But yeah, it focused on things like this. How they go to these certain numbers. Again and again. Let's not forget the earthquake they just had in LA shortly before Kobe died on the nation's birthday. The epicenter was on a military base, China Lake, just before the China virus popped off. And they buried Kobe in Corona del Mar. And he died at 41 on the Pope's 41st day of his age, traveling from Catholic Mass when LA equals 41 like Kobe Bryant. Like the Lakers won the finals exactly 41 weeks after LeBron's birthday on Father-Daughter Day, only because the virus moved the season. I mean, you can just go on for days. But yeah, stay safe, everybody. You know what? I just thought about one more thing. I'm going to have to do a deeper dive on this. We said things are going to get wild when The Rock turns 52. That's the number of weather/earth warfare, if you will. Earthquakes fit in that category. First act of weather warfare admitted to in 52 on the Jesuit Order's birthday. The Rock's got that May 2nd, 5-2 birthday. Andy's 52. Played for the Miami Hurricanes. Season's about to get wild because Hurricane's another one of those 52 words. But anyway, while we're at it, let's not forget California is one of those 52 states. Minnesota's another. Those might be the only 2 out of the 50, if I'm not mistaken. Indiana's another one. Somebody let me know if you can think of another 52 state. California, Minnesota, Indiana. Of course, Minnesota hosted Super Bowl 52. We don't got to tell you about that one. They opened up that stadium the day after they offed Denny Green. Ice cold. Anyway, until next time, Truth Seeker.